And now you're giving me a heartache.
Don't make me sing it, please.
Go on. You've got to sing it.
I don't even know it that well.
wiwibloggs.com. Giving me a heartache. Oh my god.
That was even before my time. That was even before me being small, you know, like
Really?
Yeah, it was before that even, you know.
But you existed then, right?
No, I was an afterthought. I was like a glimmer in the eyes of my parents, you know.
Oh my god. For some of our readers who don't know, that's a Pepsi and Shirley song from the 80s, right?
Yeah, the
Somewhere
early 80s. I was born in the mid 80s almost.
And of course, Pepsi is Caesar's aunt.
Yeah.
Research, honey. Research.
Yeah, you got your research on.
You've just come back from filming your postcard, haven't you?
Well, I was actually the first one to film my postcard.
Did they do it alphabetically?
I don't think so. I think we were first to announce the artist. You know?
Yeah.
So we were
One of the
first.
first.
Yeah, one of the first. So we were first pickings. You know, first pick. So
what did you do?
We did something. I don't know why, but I think they researched me because they picked exactly my kind of thing. We went to kind of an ancient city, ancient ruin with giant boulders and huge rocks. You know, never seen rocks like that. I mean, rocks that are as huge as regular rocks, but they look like pebbles. I mean, they're pebble shaped, but just giant. And it was so imposing, and we did a cross biking tour, which frightened me because I hadn't done that since I was like 6 years old.
It's amazing what the team come up with and the ideas that come up. Because a lot of artists have said that they've done things that they would love.
Yeah.
And speaking of doing things that they would love, in Jerusalem yesterday, you appeared to be in your element. Are you quite spiritual?
I am very spiritual. I would say spirituality led me to the place I'm in now. I would say spirituality is directly responsible for me going to Eurovision, to be comfortable, being myself wherever I go, you know, because that was always my reservation. Will I remain me in the public eye? That's why I retracted when I was like 19 years old and the first contract offers flew into my door, and I was kind of recoiling from it a little bit. I felt like I wasn't up to the task spiritually, and that's why I didn't do it back then. And then I decided to just grow. Of course, I wouldn't have formulated like clearly as that, but that was my instinct, and thank God it panned out well, and now I'm here and I can totally enjoy the experience, right?
It's great because when I hear your song, and I think I may have said that in the previous interview, there is a very spiritual leaning in it, isn't it?
It is, but the funny thing is, it is not like I am a gospel guy singing my gospel tune. I'm actually not a gospel guy. I've never sung gospel before, but I wanted.
Well, there's the market.
Yeah, but I wanted that element because it kind of played with the undertone that I wanted to portray and transmit with the message. I wanted it to be clear to an attentive listener that it's not just a regular love song.
Are you enjoying Israel so far?
I enjoyed massively.
Have you been here before?
No, I've never been here. So I didn't know what to expect. So very good, because it's not good to go anywhere with expectations. But if I would have expected something, the expectations would have been surpassed anyway. It's really beautiful here. It's very comfortable. The people are very nice, very hospitable, and the crew. I mean, all the artists and production staff and you guys. It's just a very nice group of people.
I'm slightly curious about your staging. Word has it that Marvin Dietmann is behind it.
Yeah.
Tell us how that came about.
We've been knowing. I know Marvin since a long time. Actually, I think his Eurovision story started in 2011, back in the day when Symphonics had their first involvement with Eurovision. So exactly, with Nainat. And since then, Marvin. I mean, Austria is a small place, so I know him. Saw him in Sweden. I saw him in Kiev, where he worked in the production, the general staging production of the event. And I'm really happy to have him on board because he's very knowledgeable, especially in terms of what is doable, what is manageable, at Eurovision. He has a lot of experience as to this broadcast in particular, and it's just a really fast worker, really efficient in his meetings, and he's very inclusive, asks a lot of questions, doesn't have his own agenda that he wants to push through. Great.
And we've got to talk about you're going to have backing singers as well, aren't you?
I don't think there's a way around this.
We kind of think that now that's the new thing now, because I think that because you've come from the back into the foreground. It'd be interesting to see who you choose and whether we'll be seeing them in future years.
I will definitely present them, because they're all amazing artists in their own right, and they're not backing singers by trade, actually.
So you won't hide them behind the stage? They'll be.
No, I won't make it a point to hide them, but I will not. I try not to fall into the trap of classic gospel. Won't put them in robes and stuff and let them do this. And that's a little bit too much. I didn't want to go that far, like these.
Gotta bring my Torah.
Yeah, exactly. Not gonna let them preach and stuff like that, but and let them gain 20 pounds just for the occasion.
Love it.
So it's not going to be that, but they have very distinct voices. They're very powerful voices. We have, for one, her name is Rochelle Ginty. She used to sing backing for Celine Dion for a long time.
Hallelujah.
We have one of my favorite voices, period. Her name is Sunai. She's a very experienced artist, and she's kind of the same like me. She's holding back for everything to be perfect. How artists, they're very sensitive.
Like Jennifer Hudson. You know what I mean? When she's ready.
Yeah, artists are very sensitive people, and they want to feel that their baby is in good hands, and sometimes it takes a little time,
A little bit of a warm-up.
Yeah.
What's next on the road for you, Cesar? There's Amsterdam coming up. Are you doing that?
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm looking forward to that. I heard great things about it. That's the one thing I haven't seen, from the other years. I've never been to Amsterdam during the Eurovision pre-phase. So yeah.
There's also Madrid coming up.
Yeah, at Madrid I would have loved doing that, but I just can't manage it. There's just a bunch of unmovable obligations that I have to do. I'm actually happy that I get to do 3 parties. Yeah, and I would have loved to go to Moscow and to Riga. I would have loved all of that.
So you weren't of those?
No, I weren't.
Just as well I was in London. That comes to the end of our interview. Do you have another message for your fans?
I have a message. Check in. We're gonna perform tonight. I hope there's gonna be a lot of footage of that. I'll see you in Lisbon. That's basically it.
Keep slaying. Bye.
Bye.